Hi guys. I'm not really sure if I'm allowed to do this or not, so I'm just gonna go in blind here. I don't want to talk about the play like particularly in great depth because I feel like that would be really encouraging plagiarism, encouraging people to just take ideas without thinking about the play itself, and I don't want to do that because I think it's really important for as an individual yourself to understand what the extract is trying to teach you and what the question is trying to teach you. So, like close analysis of language. How does it contribute to how we see Faustus? How does it contribute to how he is defined? By the end of the extract, how do we feel about him as a character? Is he a character that's unsure of himself? Is he a character that is sure of himself? Is he a character that displays traits of hubris? Is he overreaching? Is he any of these things? Why? And how is he some of these things? How does he encompass the thing? How does he encompass how you see him? How is he as a person living up to the stereotypes that you have of him, if that makes sense, without trying to give it away too much. If I just read the passage, I don't think that's a terrible thing. If I read the passage, okay, ready. Now that the gloomy shadow of the earth, longing to view Orion's drizzling look, leaps from the Antarctic world unto the sky and dims the welkin with her pitchy breath, Faustus, begin thine incantations, and try if devils will obey thy hest, seeing thou hast prayed and sacrificed to them. He draws a circle. Within this circle is Jehovah's name, forward and backward, anagrammatized, the abbreviated names of holy saints, figures of every adjunct to the heavens, and characters of signs and erring stars, by which the spirits are enforced to rise. Then fear not, Faustus, but be resolute, and try the uttermost magic can perform. I'm not going to read the Latin. I'm not going to embarrass myself. I can't speak Latin. I don't know anyone in the modern world that can. And I think people at that time wouldn't have spoken Latin either. Enter a devil, Mephistopheles. I charge thee to return and change thy shape. Thou art too ugly to attend on me. Go and return an old Franciscan friar. That holy shape becomes a devil best. I hope I pronounced Franciscan. Exit devil. I see there's virtue in my heavenly words. Heavenly words. Why would they be heavenly? Who would not be proficient in this art? How pliant is this Mephistopheles? He's changed his tune. Full of obedience and humility, such is the force of magic and my spells. Now, Faustus, thou art conjurer laureate, that canst command, great Mephistopheles. Quim redis Mephistopheles, fratris imagine. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I've been doing Faustus. Well, it's my favourite play. I've read many plays, and when I was first introduced to this play back in 2012 in college, I loved it so much. I just thought he's such a relatable character. You know, we've all done things along the same line. We've all made mistakes that we can't really rescue ourselves from. And the difference between us and him, I think, is that we learn from our mistakes and we tend not to do them again. He's been told so many times, this naughty Faustus boy, he's been told so many times, especially later on in the play, that is not relevant. You know, save yourself, look to God. Yet he does the opposite in this extract. I don't want to talk too much about it because I feel like I'm aiding cheating. I do not want to be doing that. But just as a general idea, I want to help the people out who are like, I don't know what I'm doing, because I'm like that with Cleopatra. Genuinely, you know, I love literature. I like analysing things, sure, but Cleopatra, it's just, I don't know why. It's just, maybe I'm not interested in it. I don't know, but yeah, maybe someone could do a video on Cleopatra for like a few hours today. He starts off unsure. Gradually, he does the necessary conjuring things. Still unsure. Still unsure. Oh, wait a minute! I've got lots of power. Look at me. How do individual words throughout the extract? How do they? Hey, how you doing? He's come just to check that I'm not cheating. You're gonna tell me. Oh, good. Yeah, this is Buddy. How do certain words? How do they focus on portraying him as a character? Much in the same way that Cleopatra was portrayed differently from year to year to year. How similarly does the language in the extract, phrases, the meter, how is it regular? Are the words themselves defining of how Faustus comes across? I can't give you individual words, but how, when you read it through, does he sound like a person who is absolutely concrete sure he wants to continue with what he is doing? And try if devils will obey thy hest. He isn't sure. Then he performs the incantations. It's a very physical act. Lots of drawing. And try. The word try comes up again. Line 15. Try the uttermost magic can perform. I'll read the Latin just for reading Latin's sake. May the gods of Acreon, the underworld, be favourable to me. Let the threefold name of Jehovah be strong. Howl, spirits of fire, air, water and earth. Lucifer, prince of the east, Beelzebub, monarch of burning hell and Demogorgon, we ask your favour that Mephistopheles may appear and rise. Why do you delay? By Jehovah, Gehenna, the hell of the Jews, and the holy water which I now sprinkle, by the sign of the cross which I now make, and by our prayers, may Mephistopheles himself now arise, compelled to obey us. Look at what I'm doing. I'm doing all of these things for you. Look at me, I'm desperate. Don't use that. Honestly, it's I don't know if this video is a good idea or not. Try and paraphrase things I'm saying. I just really want to help people out because I know it's difficult. It's really difficult. If you've not chosen an English degree and you're just pulling your hair out, I just chose history. I don't want to study Shakespeare and Shakespeare language. This is better than Shakespeare language to talk about. And here's the other one. You're making sure that I'm also not cheating, aren't you? Yeah. Individual words, people, and how they contribute to how we view Faustus as a character. Is he relatable? Is he not relatable? Why? Why not? How would an audience member have seen him back in the times? Would they have seen him as a relatable character for his actions? Why or why not? Really read the Longman edition. It's really good for notes. It's really good for, as the guidance notes say, it's really good for explaining the language of the extract and understanding at the time of the play, would it have been relatable? I mean, without saying too much, that's all I'm going to say, but I really hope you guys have a good Thursday evening, and good luck pressing that submit button. I mean, I'm dreading Cleopatra, I really am, but yeah, say bye. Say bye. Bye-bye.